On this channel, I've talked a lot about different hacker groups, but what makes ACG so different is how notorious they are. The group was started in the summer of 2021 when two Comm members, Oppie and EXE, started a robbing spree stealing millions of dollars in cryptocurrency from individuals using a SIM swap attack. Along the way, they dragged some of their friends into the scheme like Joey, Triton, and Braden. The group uses a SIM swap attack to take over their victims' crypto wallets, which is an account takeover method that abuses a mobile courier's ability to port phone numbers between SIM card. Basically, they use the employee tools used by staff at mobile network companies like Verizon to steal your phone number, moving it to a SIM card in their possession. This theft is a multi-step process and usually involves 4 people. A searcher, or targeter, this guy will break into hundreds of email accounts, usually with stolen details bought from other cyber criminals. If he finds any signs of money in your account, maybe a receipt confirmation for a big crypto deposit, he'll forward the details to a doxer and disable incoming emails from the crypto exchange to prevent the victim from finding out while the theft is happening. Next, the doxer takes over and finds out as much information as he can about the victim. Who is this guy? What's his mobile career? And once they've gathered enough details about their target, they'll contact the caller. The caller will impersonate the victim and pretend they've lost their phone. They'll tell the mobile company they have a SIM card they can move the number to, and after confirming all the personal details provided by the doxer, the number will be moved to the caller's SIM card. Most callers use insiders now at these companies instead, since many mobile providers now require additional verification or for you to come to the store in person to perform a SIM swap. There's even a point in time where you could just steal the fucking tablet.
Niggas all doubted me. I got it. I got the ring.
I told you that the number will be moved to the caller's SIM card. Well, that's a lie, since the caller doesn't even have a SIM card. The SIM card is in possession of the holder and he has a burner phone that he uses to run through as many numbers as possible. If he's smart, he'll buy a new phone every time, but this wasn't the case for the topic of today's video, Braden Williams. Braden was a holder for ACG, and after the gang would port their victims' phone numbers to Braden's blank SIM cards, he would put the cards into his burner iPhone 7 and give back verification codes to his team so they could break into the desired crypto accounts. His participation in the group resulted in the theft of at least $380,000 from various different targets across America. Now, from these hits, Braden received a cut of at least $114,000, and he spent that shit like crazy because he bought a Ford Mustang, a Dodge Challenger, and then a second Challenger, but this time in orange. In the summer of 2022, Braden decided to ball out with his newly acquired wealth and spend most of the summer in Europe renting luxury cars and buying bottles of Dom Perignon at one of Paris's most exclusive nightclubs, L'Arc. This was all just to flex, since that's what the culture is between these cyber gangs and Comm. If you can flex hard, you've made it. He even bought signs at these clubs saying, "Braden run this shit," and "talk shit, get simmed." Shortly after Braden made it home to California, he would be arrested for his involvement in the digital thefts. He had made one crucial mistake. Now, there's nothing wrong with using an iPhone as a burner phone in my opinion, but when you log into your personal iCloud account after using that phone for a SIM swap attack, you're basically asking for law enforcement to look into you. This is also a common trait among SIM swappers. Some of these guys simply don't care if they get caught. Braden ended up confessing shortly after his arrest and explained everything to the authorities. He would simultaneously be kicked out of ACG and called out as a snitch. Braden was released around a week after this incident due to his compliance and ended up getting to keep his 2020 Dodge Challenger. At first, he was only allowed internet access to attend court hearings through Zoom, but a few weeks later his restrictions were loosened, and shortly after, he began causing trouble again. In the fall of 2022, Braden had begun harassing a 15-year-old girl in Pennsylvania. He had been chatting with the girl for a few months when he was arrested again, and because of this, she apparently blocked him. This got Braden to gain access to her online food delivery account and use it to food bomb her house. But this wasn't enough to get her to talk to him. So in April 2023, Braden would hire a squad of goons to go to her house, break her home security camera, and toss a brick through her window with the note, "Messages or else." The following month, Braden would be arrested for this, and it's safe to say that he won't be harassing anyone again soon. Another person that was associated with ACG is Aspartame. I don't think he was that tight with the group, but it's clear he worked with them a little bit. Aspartame was arrested in October of 2022, and it wasn't even for SIM swapping. Along with 2 other conspirators, he had found a way to hack into random strangers' Ring cameras and subsequently dox the victims. They'd then send in a SWAT team and taunt everyone involved called using the speakers on the doorbell. The entire point of this stupid operation was to get video and audio recordings of the swatting incident for some sort of twisted entertainment. Needless to say, these guys had reached way too far, and after about 47 different swatting incidents, 2 perpetrators out of the 3 were caught. It's incredible to me to think that the same guy that decided to indulge in this somehow managed to rack up over $330,000 from serving as a holder for cybergangs like ACG. Those of you on my channel who are familiar with Minecraft HCF will likely know this guy, since he's gotten pretty notorious over the years for harassing, swatting, and DDoSing multiple players on that server. A few other ACG members have come from these servers, although I will say that most of them are not nearly as stupid as these 2, and the leaders of the group along with most of the team are still not caught. These guys have earned significantly more than most of these holders and have stolen at least a couple $1,000,000. That's just about everything I can tell you about ACG. If you want to learn more about cybergangs and the Comm, feel free to check out some of my other videos. Peace.
ACG, just fucked up AT&T. Scam God, know it's green from the CVV. Me and Joey in a track called Calling Need for Speed. Gambling your whole net worth, call me EXE. Jordan made a milli, nigga, Rayo cash at. Nostrils fucked your bitch, James, you got them flashbacks. My nigga Braden always zooming in his cap.